notification.
I'll let you know in 1 second. Let me check that out. And I
I
got a couple new subs. I can tell you that. Hold on. Let me see here. Just type your name right in.
uh-huh. Let's see
And
here. Oh, I'm keep hitting the wrong
now
thing.
I'm not seeing it right now, but it could be me though.
No, it's saying I'm live,
All right. Well, you might be. You might be. You might be.
but I
I need to
don't
check.
see the notification. Like I see the little live thing on Snow Bunny Gaming
Yep.
showing that I'm live, but I don't see.
I know. And I'm trying to refresh right now to see it myself.
Uh-huh.
Now, I don't see it live right now.
Let me go over here and
Oh,
see.
yeah. I see it now. Hold on. Let me see. This is episode 5 already.
Hello,
Yeah, we're good.
yes. Hello,
Yeah, we're good. Alakazam.
Alakazam. How are you
So, you
doing
know.
today? Sorry about that, but my whole setup is getting a little bit of a change. So I wasn't sure if I was live or not, and if you guys could see me. How are you doing today, Alakazam? Let's see here. Let's wait a few more minutes here.
Alakazam's always first. You know what I'm saying? He can't be last.
Yes, yes. Thank you for showing up. For some reason, it's not showing on for me, but as long as people can see me, it's all okay.
Yeah, I see the screen. I see the Nintendo Direct that you have up here.
Yes,
Ori just dropped over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yes.
definitely fit.
So, thank you everybody for showing up for Ying Meets Yang of Gaming, episode number 5. Let's see here. Let me see if it's
Yo, he just
here.
gave me some good news. The Cowboys pulled it off. I didn't even know that because I wasn't watching the game, Alakazam. I just copped this Samsung Q80 TV, man, and I'll be going into that briefly at some point during the show because I'm super excited, man. I already got a chance to test it, like briefly test it out with the 120, the 120 frames per second support or whatever. So it's all right. It's all right, man. It's all right. But if I don't love it, I'm going to go ahead and pull on that LG CX.
Oh, you done already got your backup and
Oh,
everything.
I have to have it. I'm ready for this next generation. However it's gonna go. I'm just ready for it.
Right, right,
All right.
right. You're all
So what you
ready.
got? What you working on behind the scenes?
Whew, I am right now. I am fighting a cold, so I haven't really been doing much this weekend at all. Um, I'm not going to be working tomorrow. I'm going to be setting up. I got to get my new heating and air conditioning unit in my house, so I'm going to be while they're working. I'm going to be writing up notes for my new shows that I'm going to be starting here.
That's what's up.
And that's what I'm going to be doing. But this weekend has been a wash for me.
I feel you. I mean, it's been cool outside and everything. It's cold at night. It's gonna be like 43 tonight. It's yeah. Some changes happen.
It's been
I
downright
mean, it's been cool
cold.
outside and everything.
And let's see here. Okay, it's finally shown up on my end. All right, so on Ying Meets Yang of Gaming this week, we are going to be doing a few things. We were planning on some guests to show up, but plans fell through, things like that. So I'm going to be showing Storm here why I am super excited for next year, year 2021, by showing the mini direct that we had because everybody knows Storm hasn't watched it, and also the Monster Hunter Direct. And as you have so eloquently said, that has pushed me further and further away from the PS5 and the Xbox Series S.
All right. Well, why do you have to take a shot at me though about me? What if I did watch it already? You know what I'm saying? Would
Because
you be
I
impressed?
know if you did, I probably would be having a heart attack right now. Let's keep it real.
Yeah,
Let's keep it real.
I
If
really have
you
to keep it all the way
did,
stuck in 100,000. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? I really do.
if you did, it would be a shock to me. Okay, let's see here. I only see Alakazam in the
Yeah,
chat.
Peach is up. Peach is in there.
Hey, Peach, what's up? Let's see here.
I just want to
Peach
make sure
it.
I can hear. If I can hear this mini, I'm gonna be all into it. I'm telling you, because I've never watched a direct. I've never watched a direct mini or a direct. What's the full direct called? Just direct.
The Nintendo Direct.
All right, there
Uh
it
the
is. See, I'm
m-
getting schooled.
yep,
That's what I love about this.
the minis are like right now they're classifying these as partner showcases. So whenever you see the Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase, that's usually nothing but third party. You won't
Got
see
you.
any first party there. Okay.
All right.
So the one good thing about the Nintendo Switch is if you have a Switch and like me, you're at work during the day when they drop these directs because they usually drop them midday for us. You
Mhm.
can come home, go into your news feed, and they will put the direct right in there so you can watch the whole thing from beginning to end. So let's start watching this. Tell me how your sound is on your end because it's going to be just like when I'm playing a game. So I might need to cut the game sound up for you. Let me know if I need to do that for you.
All right, I'm tweeting it out right now while you're doing all that. I'm tweeting this thing.
Okay, let's see here. Um, so let me know when you're ready because once I go into it, it's probably going to be starting.
Got you.
Yes, it's like instantaneous. It's so great.
All right.
And let's see here. I should tweet out my own show also.
That's all good. I mean, hey, I just did what I need. I just sent it out there because I am on here with you. But yeah, I can't wait to see if I can hear it though. I can't wait.
Yeah, you should be able to hear it. Like I said, you can hear my gameplay usually, right?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to hear it.
Okay. Cool.
All right, let's see here. Tweet. And let me like your tweet and retweet your tweet. All right, so let's get started. Okay, everything is laggy for me for some reason. All right, let's get started. Let me know if I need to cut this up for you, everybody.
All right. I'll
And
let you know
I
how the
can
quality goes too
and
because
I
I'm
can
looking at it right now on mine and it's pretty smooth right now on mine.
and I can also pause this whenever we need to. The nice warning that Nintendo's putting before everything about the COVID-19.
Got you. I just can't wait. Let's see. See the audio? I can't hear it, but what I'm gonna do is open a window on YouTube. I have a window open on YouTube, and I can hear it on that. So don't worry about it.
Okay. All right. So like I said, we can pause whenever, and then we can go from there. Oh yes, 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 yes. Oh,
You get too
sorry.
excited. I think you get a little bit excited about the Switch.
I get excited about games. Uh, Not necessarily the Switch, it's games. Look at this game. And this is actually a continuation from the game I was playing last week. Okay.
I just got an important letter.
I see it. And I'm looking at
Looks
it.
like
Yes.
we've
Yes,
got a
yes,
rampage
yes,
on our
yes.
hands.
And let's see here. How is sound for everyone else?
Yeah, let us know how it sounds. Jamal just showed up. What's going on, Jamal? What's good
Hey
with you?
Jamal, how are you? We are watching the Nintendo Direct Indie Partner Showcase, the one that happened, I believe it was last week. Let me know how the sound is for you.
Because I don't know anything about it, Jamal. So I'm just trying to get schooled right now.
Yes.
Oh, Pete said it's good.
Okay, cool, cool. Thank you, Peach.
This is for my fellow hunters.
Oh, this looks dope.
This
This
is
looks dope.
Monster Hunter Rise. Ah,
This looks dope. Now, how can you hate on this again? That's what I'm saying. Like one thing I can't be is a hater.
And that game is multiplayer. You can have you and three other people going out hunting monsters, just like Monster Hunter Generations I was playing last week and Monster Hunter World.
Damn, Fugly in the building.
You
What's
can
going
play
on,
the latest
Fugly?
Hey,
installment in the
Fug!
Monster Hunter series wherever you are and
Yeah, I,
however
I
you'd
still
like.
can't get over your name, Fugly.
We've prepared
How
a
are you
trailer for
doing
another
today?
title, so please
Thank you
take a
for
look.
showing up to our stream. Possibly Alakazam. There's way too many rumors from way too many different sources that I never heard talk about a new Switch. So yeah, it could be another iteration of the Switch next gen. And I just saw an article where they were saying Nintendo was asking its developers to prepare for 4G. So there's a very, very good possibility that there is a new Switch for next year. I just have to pray that my current Switch lasts till then and I can move my Animal Crossing island.
I thought I never
Man, I
see
can't. I can't wait. But I want to see this right here, though. Definitely want to pay attention to this. Okay, it's another impressive looking. What is this, like a JRPG or something, or?
It is Monster Hunter Stories,
Oh,
the
so this is
RPG of Monster Hunter. The first Monster Hunter Stories, Peach mentioned it last week, it's on the 3DS. She's been playing it on the 3DS.
damn.
So this is part 2. It looks awesome.
Our mission is to see if
How can I not be excited for this? Considering Capcom was saying they were not working on a new Monster Hunter for the Switch. They were not going to bring Monster Hunter Worlds, and then within the last 6 weeks, we get a rumor that there's going to be a new Monster Hunter on the Switch, and then we'll get this type of presentation. Who wouldn't be happy?
Yeah. So this show, okay. So this show is pretty decent, is what you're saying.
Oh,
It sounds like
yes.
you're feeling this one.
Yes, yes. I mean, all of them, some of them were not. The only thing I can say about shows is they're bad to people when it's not
Hello,
something
everyone.
shown
Welcome to our third Nintendo Direct Mini
that they
Partner
want to
Showcase.
see.
What you've
Do you
just
understand
seen
what I
is the
mean?
first look
Yep.
at Monster Hunter
Got it.
Rise
If you
and
see
Monster
something that
Hunter
hypes
Stories
you
2:
up,
Brew It.
then it was a
This
good show
Nintendo
to
Direct
you.
Mini Partner Showcase
That's true.
presentation will deliver the latest information about
That's true.
upcoming Nintendo
So
Switch
what
games
else
from
now?
upcoming
All right.
licensing partners.
They're gonna
games
show
from the
more,
series
right?
will be released
Yes, it's
this
going to be
year.
some more games
All
figure
right, let's
show.
get started.
I have no idea, Jamal. I hope it is for your
Move to the
sake,
rhythm
but I have
of
no
boxing
idea.
exercises.
So
sequel to Fitness
we have
Boxing, where you can
a
enjoy
boxing
working out to
game
the
on the
beat, is
Switch
coming
that's
to the
fitness
Nintendo Switch
boxing.
system.
I guess it was
Grab your
more
Joy-Con
popular than
controller
I
and
thought
match
it was
rhythm
because
like
they
1,
made a part 2.
Damn.
Select your favorite
Okay.
music and courses.
Now, before we get into this one right here, I'm watching the gameplay, but Jamal, just to let Jamal know, I could tell you on Stadia, Stadia is going to be getting an exclusive demo of Immortals Phoenix Rising, and we're gonna have our own island over there and everything. So look out for more announcements about Immortal Phoenix Rising on Stadia.
Yes, and I'm not sure if I hope it is. It should be Switch Lite compatible. I don't know if there's anything in the game that would make it not Switch Lite compatible, but Immortals Phoenix Rising should be Switch Lite compatible. Not positive though. You should have went with the full size Switch, Jamal. You know this.
So what's up with the Switch Lite though? Are you still watching the video or you paused it? You
I
paused
paused
it.
it and then I started
Okay.
it back up. I just started
All
it
right.
back up.
Okay, cool. Got it.
The Switch Lite, I can pause it again. The Switch Lite is basically strictly handheld. You cannot connect the Switch Lite to a TV at all. You cannot detach the side Joy Cons. It's a one piece unit, strictly handheld.
Okay.
That
So that is so you're not recommending it? So if I jump in, you're saying Project Storm the Switch Lite
it
might not be for
was
you.
exactly because you like playing on the big screen. Do you
Yes, I do.
understand what I mean?
Yes,
With
I
the
do.
regular Switch, you could play handheld or the big screen. Okay. The Switch Lite you can only play handheld. So for people who love their 3DS and went from the 3DS, yeah, it's good, but you're going to have some limitations. Some games like Mario Party you can't play with the Switch Lite. That's the reason he's asking if Immortals is going to be Switch Lite compatible.
Oh,
There's a
got you.
very few games that's not compatible with the Switch Lite.
Okay,
Um, So for people who have a Switch and or if you have kids and you're afraid they're going to break the Switch, the regular Switch because of the detachable Joy-Cons and things, I'm totally okay with saying okay, get them a Switch Lite. But if you're pretty responsible with your stuff, I would say get a regular Switch and play it in handheld.
got it. Okay, we can go ahead and continue with the video if
Hey
you want to, because
Charles,
I
how are you doing? We have
Charles, what's
Charles.
going on? Charles, thank you for showing up. What's going on? That's another one of the Stadia brothers over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a good thing to be able to mix it all up, y'all. We can come in here, and Charles might have a Nintendo. I'm not even
He,
sure. I don't even think
I'm
we've ever talked
pretty
about it.
sure, Charles, you have a Switch in Stadia, if I remember correctly.
Hero
Um,
and Karen.
if we're getting a new Switch, I am going to get it because I have an OG Switch, and my Switch has been acting a little janky here lately.
You just want a reason about to
No,
upgrade, about
no, no,
you
no,
call
no,
it
no,
a different
no,
model or something like that, different
no.
Joy-Cons. How many Joy-Cons do you own right now?
I just have two sets because one set has Joy-Con drift, and I bought another set.
Oh, okay.
No, literally, I've woken up and turned on my Switch to a black screen, and it's had
Oh,
to
wow.
physically reboot it up. And I'm like, oh. And then one day, like last week or something, my dock wasn't reading my Switch. So I was like, okay, it just needs to last so that I can move my island.
And how old is your Switch?
Mine is from the first year of Switches being made, early 2018. Mine is one of the ones that you can put a paper clip in it and hack.
Oh wow! All right. Okay, so I want to check this out real quick. Hold on.
The beloved over-the-top battle system makes a triumphant return. And now, max damage is in the quadrillions. And the max level is nearly 100 million. Reincarnate in a variety of worlds.
Cyber Dragon, what's going on?
Hey Cyber, how are you? Hopefully this Sunday is treating you well.
Defiance of Destiny is coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch Summer 2021. Plus, the previous title Disgaea 5 Complete will be free to play for a limited time in a special game trial event exclusively for Nintendo Switch
All right.
Online members.
Now I have heard of this game. I've definitely heard of this.
Yep.
I never knew how to pronounce it until now, though.
Defend your turf in a
This game looks interesting. Hey, Phantom Kraken, how are you doing? Hopefully you guys you
Phantom
have no
Kraken.
guys. Oh, yes, this game looks interesting to me.
Oh, this. Okay, what is this?
This is Empire of Sin.
Business out of the spotlight. Capone and Angelo don't really know what started their feud.
Yeah, we appreciate you. Hey, y'all, definitely hit that like. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We'll take all the likes we can get. We appreciate you.
Yes, Phantom, you missed the first half of the show. We're going to be watching the Monster Hunter Direct after this Direct.
I am the star. And we are about to put on a big show.
You know that no one ever really wins.
I'm coming for her and a gang.
And if you're looking for
New
salvation,
Metroid Prime. Now we're talking, Alakazam. Now we're talking Metroid. Anytime you. Oh man.
Yeah, I never played it.
Oh my gosh. And that's third person.
Not
right?
all of them.
No,
Half
not
of them,
all. Okay, you're
half of them are first person, half of them are third person. So when I found out like the first iterations were first person, the series went off my brain.
Yeah. See, I'm always thinking about when she rolls into the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that series there is just. And I don't want to get into it right now because people are trying to watch. If they haven't seen this, I don't want to talk through the whole thing. But Metroid updated for 4K. Day one.
Well, we'll talk in between the show. Between this
I
direct
will
and
do
the
that.
next one.
We'll do that because I haven't seen it, so I definitely want to pay attention. Action pack, Sniper Elite 4.
What else is
Oh
coming
yeah,
to
Holiday
Switch this month?
2020.
yeah. That's another one
It's a
that
little
was
too
recently
quiet in the
announced. I
long
think
dark.
they
Bring
got
the
an
quiet apocalypse in this
ESRB
exploration survival
date
game.
or whatever for
You're on your
Stadia.
own as you journey through a
Oh
frozen
yeah.
wilderness in
And
the
this was
aftermath of a
another game
geomagnetic
here that was
disaster.
stealth
A chilling
dropped
narrative awaits
that
in
day.
the Wintermute story mode. Or enjoy hours of permadeath survival gameplay. Experience true survival on Nintendo Switch later today. The fairway is open in PGA Tour 2K21.
Oh my god, this game actually
Play
looks
against
really
the pros
fun.
on visually stunning real-life courses. Hit the links with friends locally or
It
online.
does. I'm not gonna lie.
Or run full
Uh
seasons
oh.
and tournaments with
PGA
online
Tour.
societies.
Yeah,
A physical
that
version
one's
of this
looking
game swings
really,
onto
really
Nintendo Switch
fun.
September 25th.
Yeah, my friends over on Stadia loves it. They love it. They're killing it right now.
Thousands of story events and ability combinations ensure a unique experience each time you hack and slash your way out of the underworld, wielding the
And
powers
here's
of
your
mythical
game.
weapons of Olympus to aid in your escape. Hades comes to Nintendo
Hades.
Switch
Now this
later
here,
today.
I got to watch every moment of it.
Dive into the fantastic land of Wonderworld. Welcome to Wonderworld. Leo and Emma were led here by the
And it was
mysterious
on
maestro
sale.
Balin.
It's on sale. It was on
And
sale.
you didn't even, you didn't cop it though.
Because there's a very good reason, and we'll talk about it after the
All
show.
right. I can't wait.
Mhm.
As Leo and Emma, you'll don costumes to wield a variety of abilities. Ride the wind to float in the air. Or pack powerful punches to destroy giant blocks. There are over 80 costumes to find. Use each
And this
costume's
game looks
abilities,
kinda
like
cute.
hidden statues to progress to new
Yeah,
stages.
I mean, I played Super Lucky's Tale, so I can get down with something like this. I'm not
Menacing
that
bosses will await
hardcore.
at the end of each stage.
I will break things down.
You can also pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend in a co-op mode.
Oh, it
Combine your
is
abilities
on
and navigate through
PlayStation
stages
4,
together.
Peach.
Oh, this looks dope.
Yeah, it's on PlayStation 4 for you, tech
Balin is
junkie.
waiting for you.
If you want it on the tech
Balin
junkie.
Wonderworld will make its grand entrance on Nintendo Switch Spring 2021. Your new life
Tech
in a
junkie,
fantasy
man.
world
That's,
is
I mean,
about to
come on.
begin.
I'll take that. I'll be that. Like I had to tell Moss the other day, I'll be that. You know what I'm saying? I am who I am. I want the very best. I will pay $1,200 for a super duper Xbox Series Y or Z. I will.
As a young man or woman with no memories, you'll get a fresh start in the
This
rural
game
town
looks
of Ridgewood
lit!
as a peacekeeping
Oh my
ranger.
god, I want it.
In addition to protecting the town, your day-to-day will include harvesting crops and fishing.
Oh my
in the
god,
river.
I want this game. Fishing.
You may even find a special someone to start dating, fall in love, and get married. A new battle system allows you to perform combo attacks with allies to take down monsters. Begin your life anew. in a
Pete said,
fantasy world.
yes, Room Factory 5. Oh my gosh, it does look amazing.
Yes! Day one for me. Day one.
All right. This next title will be our last announcement.
Oh, these are straightforward, right to the point. So they don't ever have to on. All right, I know this is Ori, right? So we've all heard about Ori. We've all seen it's a beautiful game, especially on the Xbox One X. You know what I'm saying? Now, do they ever get on here and talk to you though, as the consumers?
You usually they talk to us during the main directs is when people from Nintendo actually be on there. But these and the indies we usually just get a voice talking. And
Gotcha.
like the next direct we actually have Capcom up there talking to us. So every direct is different. Sometimes we have cheesy people talking and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we just get a voice that talks to us.
Okay.
And I'm
Now, this is
okay
a-
with that.
Yeah, this is a spectacular game. I think this is a game that deserves to be on the Switch. You know what I mean? And definitely coming from Xbox, but coming over here, I like that. I like how certain titles move to different platforms and enable more people to experience them. That's what
Yeah.
I like to see more of.
But see, the thing is right after the first Ori came to the Switch, and this is what the big thing was. Um, Phil Spencer
That's
came
all
out
for
saying
today's
no more
Nintendo
of their
Direct Mini Partner
exclusives were going to be
Showcase.
going to
Thank you
other
for watching.
consoles. So everybody thought that the Switch wasn't going to get Ori 2. Actually, it came 6 months after it came out on Xbox, which was shorter than Ori 1. So it's kind of crazy.
Yo,
But
and
that was
yeah,
the
you're right.
first direct.
Hmm.
All right, so we got a few minutes where we can talk.
All
Um,
right.
you were asking me about
Was
um, hmm?
Yeah, I can't remember. I can't even remember now because I was looking at the chat and I'm definitely thinking about what Phantom Kraken said and Peach followed up with. Basically, he said, "Good for Moon Studios. Ori 2 can be played by more people," and then
Hmm.
Peach followed up with, "Well, Moon Studios wants to be independent,"
And
and that's kind of like what I
Alakazam,
was thinking.
yep, and Alakazam was actually shocked that Ori 2 came to the Switch, like a lot of people were. We were not anticipating that.
And I
Um,
think it's a perfect. I think it fits. Like Super Lucky's Tale deserves to be over there as well. I know that went to PlayStation,
well,
but
see, the crazy thing about Super Lucky's Tale is it came out on Xbox first as Lucky's Tale, right?
yeah, yeah,
Well, when it came to Nintendo Switch, it got called Super Lucky's Tale. Do you know the reason why?
because of Super Mario.
No. They
Damn.
totally reworked the game because there was a lot of issues that Lucky's Tale was having on the Xbox. They totally reworked the game and put it out on the Switch. Then it went to PlayStation 4 as the fixed version, and then that's the reason it went back to. Remember how they were making an announcement? Oh, Super Lucky's Tale is coming to Xbox and to PlayStation 4, and you were wondering why they had to make
Yeah.
that. That's the reason they when they bought it over to the Switch, they worked on it more and hammered out all the issues that it was having.
Oh, that makes sense. Damn, that
Mhm.
does. Now, hey, yo, this chat is dropping some gems out here. So,
Mhm.
Phantom Kraken says we bots got to be real. Ori wasn't supported as it should. We can't blame Moon to want more.
That is
Ori,
very
Ori
very
was
true.
definitely not supported as it should be. I can't lie, that game was spectacular. I dropped it. I made a dope 4K video of it, dropped it on my channel, and it didn't get the love that I thought I was going to get. And that's a beautiful game at 4K. Beautiful.
And we were also talking about, I saw in the chat, I believe. Oh, I got to use this because I don't have my mouse in here. Um, it was okay. Charles was saying in Metroid Prime Hunters you could do first or third person, he believed. And then, yes, Jamal, I figured that you just gravitated more towards the Switch Lite. You know, I'm gonna always have to mess with you about that. Um, they were talking about Metroid Prime. Were you saying Metroid Prime 4 at 4K?
Yeah, I was hoping for that. That's what yeah, because I can already see it right now. I can see Samus, whatever her name is, right? Because I
Same
always get it
as.
wrong. So, all right, so I can see her right now, 4K textured out. That world looking so dope, 3D, fully 3D realized world, like crazy effects and everything shining, ray tracing, all that stuff. I think is necessary, Bunny. I mean, I think that that's what the game needs. I think that's a game that can head in that direction, and
But
it will just sell millions more copies. No lie, no lie.
well, not really, because Metroid Prime was never one of Metroid was never one of their huge franchises. It was never one of the big franchises like Animal Crossing's franchise was bigger than Metroid. It was never a super huge system seller.
Yeah, I get all that, but I'm talking about for the enthusiast level gamers who will
But the
buy into
thing
the new
is,
Switch
but the thing
and knows that
is,
they already have a 4K TV. Like what I'm saying, like I just caught mine now. I have two in the same room, sitting right next to each other, 155, 165, but I use them for different reasons. Yo, it will. Bunny, I'm selfish, I think, but it would blow me away.
But I'm
You
gonna be
know,
honest with you. If that was the case, those same enthusiasts that you're saying, if they were so into the game, they would have bought it to begin with.
Mm, yeah, I guess you're right, but you're not understanding what I'm trying to say
I
about this
understand.
technology.
I understand what you're saying about the technology. But if you buy games based on technology, then you are limiting yourself from tons of great games. If you love the games, then you're going to play them no matter what system they're on and no matter how they look because you love the franchise.
I'm not the only one though. See, this is how I can sleep good at night because I know I'm not the only one. You know what I'm saying? That's sitting up here that loves graphics. All right, you're about to see millions of Xbox. I don't like calling them bots and stuff like that, but Xbox fans, yo, you're gonna see millions pre-ordering that system once it's live. You're gonna see millions of people copying that PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like millions of people are already interested in the RTX cars and all that
But
stuff.
the
So this
thing
hardware makes a
is,
difference for a reason.
yeah, but the thing is, look at all those millions of people who were already doing who are doing that. They were already going to buy the system. One game isn't going to make it so you buy a system. They were already playing. Every PlayStation fanboy that I know who loves PlayStation were fighting at the bit to get that system. The people who didn't already wasn't already invested in it, or the casuals, they were just sitting back letting other people go with that.
Okay, so you telling me that Halo Infinite, if it was ready to rock, 4K'd out, 120'd out for multiplayer,
It doesn't
whatever,
matter if it was 4K out or 120
you
out.
telling me
As
that
long as Halo Infinite, if Halo Infinite was going to come, people were going to be lining up to place that to pre-order that Xbox, no matter what the specs were,
it
because
would
it's
have sold
Halo.
6 additional
Because
million
it's
Xbox Series X's. I
nope,
guarantee you,
nope. Because
6 million additional.
it was already a beloved franchise. It's Xbox's biggest franchise. The people who are already loving that franchise were going to be lining up day one. People who weren't going to, who don't love Halo, don't care about Halo, they weren't going to buy the system for Halo. That's where you need to remember. Some people are tech people, but some people truly love these franchises. Look at Pokemon. For every Pokemon franchise that comes out, people complain, people gripe, and people bitch about it. But them same people are going out on day one buying it, no
All
matter
right,
what the hiccups are on it.
okay, I get all that, and I get all that, right? But I'm telling you now, people are out here. This is the era of 4K TVs. People are finally realizing that 1080p is phasing out right now. 4K is more affordable. You could get one at 200 and some dollars if you're lucky. You know what I'm saying, at the right time or whatever.
But you have people out here crying about paying $60 for a game. Do you
But
think they're going to go out here and upgrade to a 4K TV when they think their TV is working perfectly fine and they're crying about paying $60 for a game?
there were some of the ones I know order that. They order out every week. They spend more than that ordering out in two or
because
three
people
weeks and stuff
have
like that.
because people have priorities. For those people, their priorities is eating out and going out and hanging out with their friends and having a life outside of video games. Some people's priority is nothing but video games, and they want to put all their money into the tech so they can have the best looking tech there is for those games.
So, question: are you excited for the 4K Nintendo that might come?
I
Are
don't
you excited
care
for that?
about
And will you
I
be
don't
buying that?
I already am going to be buying it, but I've already listed the reasons I'm buying it. My Switch is an OG Switch. Okay? I can't move Animal Crossing right now. If I could move Animal Crossing, I would have already bought a new Switch. I can't move my Animal Crossing island, and my Switch is an OG Switch. They're talking about being able to move Animal Crossing islands by the end of this year going into next year. If they could do that and they announce that, like let's say January, they announced they having a new Switch coming out, I already got a reason I can move my Animal Crossing island. Okay, I'll just buy the new upgraded Switch at that time. See,
Okay.
4K isn't playing that factor into me. I'm looking at my Switch. I've woken up, cut my Switch on to a black screen to where I've had to force reboot twice on it to get it to work. Last week, I put my Switch in handheld mode. I loaded it on my dock in my TV. My dock would not read my Switch.
You
I
know what I
have reasons to upgrade and get a new Switch.
you know what I think, Bunny? You know what I really think? Now you tell me if I'm absolutely wrong, right? I
Hmm.
bet you when it does drop at 4K, you will be out there like, you know what, Stormy? I like what Stormy was saying now because this does look beautiful.
I don't own a 4K TV, so I will never see the upgrades.
All right. Okay. All right. We'll, I'm trying to convince you as
You
always. You
try
know
to
I'm always,
convince me, but
I'm not
but you
trying to force,
got
you said stop forcing preferences and stuff like that. I don't do that anymore. I don't do it. I'm not telling
okay.
people what to do. People can spend their $70 or whatever, like Pete said. We used to pay for that. We used to buy cartridges. Is that?
Yes, we used to pay that for cartridges, but like I said, people are crying right now about $60 and why Game Pass is the best thing ever. Like right now, I don't have a 4K TV. I have two TVs that work perfectly fine. Why upgrade to a 4K TV? It's only me in my house. What am I going to do with all them TVs?
Well, because at one point we had black and white TVs and all that stuff back in the day, and then all of a sudden we had the rabbit ear antennas and all that, where you had to move one, put some aluminum foil on the other one, and all this other stuff, right? And then technology advances, Bunny, and then so does these games, and then these studios out here spending mega millions now to bring us blockbuster film type games. You see what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
yeah, I know that they're gonna go up in price, but what I'm saying is those TVs that they're making now are coming down to the point where they're affordable for average families and stuff like that. With average,
Yes. With average families, with average incomes, maybe when you say average, it's two incomes. You got to remember that's another factor in it. It's only me.
yeah. I mean, that's a good point. That's why I'm never going to be that person that trying to pocket check
Well,
the
yeah.
next man or woman. Not going to be that person. That's just not. That's a jerk right there. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I just feel like it will be more enjoyable. Like if you come over my crib, for example, you'll see my TVs. You'll be like, "Damn, Stormy, that is kind of nice, though. I see what you're saying now. I see why you like that. Wow, Mario
Hmm.
does look better in 4K or
Hmm.
whatever." Then you might think about that when you go home, and you might say,
Man,
"Damn, you know
I
what? I
didn't
got
already,
additional
I
money
didn't,
now. I've been saving. I got my
man,
AC, everything taken care of. Everything's fixed. What am I going to do with this money that I'm saving up?"
man, let me
You
tell
know
you
what?
something. I've already said the next time I buy a TV, and that's when one of my two die, because see, people will go out and get 4K and be like, okay, I'm gonna get a 50-inch or a 55-inch or blasey, blasey, blasey. No. When I go out and buy my next TV, I'm bumping up to 70-inch. Okay? I always go up in sizes. I don't go backwards just because of tech and price. I always go up in sizes because I
But
love
that 70 inch,
big.
you do realize that 70 inch is going to have 4K thrown in it because they're
Most
making these
likely,
TVs.
most likely, because by then that's okay because hey, I'm upgrading one of my TVs that died. I
Yeah,
wait
but
till
when
a
you see that
TV
switch running
die.
on, yo, I can't wait till she sees. I can't wait, y'all. Bookmark it, stamp it, and everything. When Bunny upgrades this TV and she sees her beloved games running on that TV, she's going to smile. I
I
guarantee you.
probably will because I upgraded my 40-inch TV to my 60-inch TV. I went from some crappy TV to a Sony Vizio, and I could tell the difference between the two. Okay, I already know I'm going to like it, but I'm not going to go out here and make it my sole partnership and everything to make sure I have the creamiest graphics day one. No, no, I'm
All
not
right, you
going to
know
do
what? You
that.
know what my problem is? I can't lie. It was a lot. I had some bot homies, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was out here capping. Yeah, man, I got my X. You know what I'm saying? I got that Pro. When I
Mm-hmm.
got that X, PUBG was out. All right, I booted up Pub and I kept telling everybody, "Yo, this PUBG looks way better than my base model, dog. Like it just looks real good, man. Textures are loading in faster. It looks so good." They was like, "Nah, man, what am I gonna do that for? I just bought an Xbox. Now I'm not spending money. I got a perfectly fine Xbox, right, Bunny?" This is what I
Mm-hmm.
heard. Same thing on the
Mm-hmm.
PlayStation side. I said, "Yo, y'all don't understand, man. if you get an opportunity upgrade, you're gonna see your games looking and playing better. If you are a gamer and you got the see, some of them had the 4K TV, they just didn't have a console.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because to them, they thought that gaming in 1080p was the thing to be doing these days. So when they upgraded, what do you think they said?
Oh, it
Who
looks
was
a
right? Who was
whole
right?
lot. Yeah, they're going
Yeah, all
to.
right.
I already know this, but I have my priorities. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's that. Like this year alone, I've had to drop 12 G's into my house. It hurts to say that, and I had to
That's
do
real
it
talk.
within a month.
Real talk. Real talk right
I
there. You
mean,
see, I ain't trying to.
literally, I've had to do all of that in 2 weeks with a new roof, and I have to get a totally new heating and air conditioning system.
I might be next. No lie.
Okay,
Especially with all these
now,
storms and everything that's coming through here. Touching down everywhere around here. I'm like, what tornadoes? Yeah.
what happened with my AC unit? There's absolutely no refrigerant in it, and the refrigerant that goes in it has been outlawed.
Wow.
So I have to get an entirely new outside unit and an entirely new unit inside my house, the backup
I
unit.
get it. I get it. I got it. Priorities are first always, and they should be. They
Yes.
better be. They better be,
So
y'all. Don't be
so
out here
right
spending
now I
$500 on
need
those Series X, and you gotta fix your windows and stuff. You know what I mean?
and that's the thing. Like right now, if they announce that new, let's say they announce a new Switch for Christmas,
Yeah.
I'm screwed because I wouldn't be able to get it this year. So that's some of the things that we have to look at when we see people not upgrading. We don't know what's going on behind
All
the
right. Let me do a
scenes.
little poll. Hey, everybody in the chat, please, please respond to your boy. Please. This is important. Can you put 1080p or 4K if you don't mind in the chat? If you own a 4K TV, just put 4K. If you don't and you don't care about 4K, just put something else like I'll pass or hell no or 1080p or whatever, right? What TV are you all gaming on?
Okay, so
And
Fugly is gaming on a 4K.
there it is. That's my dog.
Peach.
That's my dog.
So Peach, what we're
And I'm
asking
cracking
is, do
Joe
you
Hansel.
have
That's my dog.
Peach? What we're asking is, who has a 4K TV or who don't have a 4K TV?
Yeah, or if you prefer to, like if you have a 1080p TV that's in
Charles
your
has
home
a
and a 4K.
1080p.
Okay, 1080p, cool. All right. And this is interesting because I just want to see. Um, let's see.
Don't,
Don't influence
yeah,
nobody.
Fugly. He can't influence me, honey. I'm broke right now.
I'm just trying to
uh,
say 4K, but it
Peach
doesn't
has
matter
a
to me. That's what's up,
4K.
Pete. So
Don't
at
matter.
least you got it. At least if
Mhm.
you're tempted one day, you can say, you know what, let me hook this up because Project Storm, I'm so tired of his damn mouth, and hook that up. You know what I'm saying? See what it looks like.
Phantom says he only has 4K at his house. God bless.
There you go. And see, that's what I'm talking about. I told you I'm not the only one. That's all. But
You're not the
hey,
only one, but those are the types of things that you have to factor. I mean, there are so many factors. Like when people are up here saying, one thing that I'm seeing or that I have seen that people are saying that's kind of really, really getting to me. I said, everybody, like
and
I'm hearing people
Pete, hold
say,
on, hold on. Breaking news. Pete said everybody in the house has a 4K TV.
yes.
Damn. All
Um,
right.
but here's one thing that I am seeing that's kind of annoying to me. I'm seeing people are saying if you're not getting one of these new systems day one, then you're not a true gamer. What?
Oh, we could definitely talk about that.
I mean, the thing is you don't know what the. Okay, let me
Well,
calm down,
it's
cause my explosive side will come out on this conversation. Let me
I
calm
think
down.
I think we've learned on social media, everybody in here by now. I'm saying I spend a little bit of time with everybody out here. I can safely say that I think we get caught into our own bubble sometimes. Like, man, look, this is what I can do, so I'm going to rave about it because I can do it. I don't sometimes care about what you're doing. You need to step your game up. Now that does exist.
Oh,
You know
look
what
at
I'm
what
saying? But
Phantom just said.
All right,
Breaking
let's see.
news.
Check it out.
Phantom
All right.
said, yeah, yes, I understand. There are a whole lot of people that I know that are still rocking a 32-inch 720 TV and plasmas.
Yo, those plasmas are still dope too. When it comes to input lag and response time and all that, I can't lie. I can't lie. They are still dope. But
But
time to move
that
on. Time to move
yeah,
on.
but
For
that's the
720.
thing. So like I said, not everybody, like all these people out here saying that they're doing this, that, and the other. It's okay. You okay? You can do that, but not everybody can. But go back to what you were saying on the topic of we live in our own little bubble.
We do. We live in our own little bubbles, and so people can get the latest. They're gonna get that Series X, and they're gonna boot it up, and they're gonna call their friends and be like, "Yo, you got to see Gears, man. You got to see Forza. You got to see this Medium. You have to see this Scorn." And same thing with PlayStation side. They're gonna be like, "Yo, man, Spider Man. Remember when you saw the 1080p trailer? Yo, I'm telling you right now, that's the best looking thing I ever seen." They're gonna do that because they should be able to. Money. Sometimes it's excitement that causes
No,
that.
no, no. What I'm saying is excitement causes that. But when you get out here and tell somebody, oh, you're not getting it day one, then you're not a true gamer. Excuse me?
I
You
I get what
don't
you're
know
saying,
what's going on in that person's life. Like with
right? That's
me,
just
like with me, people are up here telling me, oh, you should get this, you should get that. And the thing is I'm not like a lot of gamers. Like I have, like I said, I have my list of priorities. I have this, I have that. Well, when you break it down, like seriously, I'm single, single income family. I own my own house. I own my own car. I have to pay for all this stuff. So anything that I get on the side, that's recreational for me. So I don't have it to drop like day one or uh, buy multiple things at the same time. When you go out here and tell people that who maybe they don't want you to know what their situation is, maybe they can't afford it. Do you realize how, for some people, how much you made them feel like shit?
I really do understand, most definitely.
I mean, and that's the only thing that, yeah, you can be excited and you can be able to say whatever you want to about your system. But the moment when you start, like Charles said here, that true gamer crap is gatekeeping. When you go out here and start making people feel like shit because they can't choose, they can't do what you can do, then there's an issue.
That's absolutely the case. You're right, and that's why I don't sit up there and talk trash. Now I do this with my friends on Xbox because that's what we do. We check each other's pockets. We do dumb shit like that all the time. How many IPs did you cop this week? And stuff like that. That's just something, the cancerous thing that we have done every generation. But I've known these cats over 10, 15 years now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Hmm.
them. So
Yeah.
it's just a tradition for us. Now, of course, I'm not going to sit
That,
there
but
and
see,
say
there's
something
a
about you.
difference. There's a
You know,
difference. That's
yeah.
between you and your friends. You and
Right.
your
Yeah, I'm not
friends
gonna
know
put
each
that on
other.
Twitter. Or social media or tell anybody that. That's just dumb.
But
Come
when
on, I
you
make
go
my own.
outside, when you go outside your social bubble, like prime example, some streamer was getting on some kid for getting a PlayStation instead of an Xbox in GameStop. I forgot who the streamer was. When you go outside your bubble to complete strangers who you don't even know, there's some issues there.
And
Did
which is
you
why
hear
Alex
about?
Bam was
Did
about to
you
fight
hear?
somebody at the Best Buy or wherever he was when he talked about Stadia, just because they don't like Stadia, they don't think it should exist and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Phantom Cracking, S Snow Bunny. I wanted my brother to hook up his Switch to see Luigi's Mansion 3 on my TV, and my God, the colors and the blacks are beautiful.
That's a see. I'm
Yeah, they
sorry.
are
Hold on.
beautiful.
Can I please rap? Can I rap for one
Hmm.
second, please? Can I
Hmm.
just see? That's what I'm saying, Bunny. That makes me smile. It makes me want to stand up. You know what I'm saying? If I could stand up and walk around here with this boom arm and all that off that line, this is all I'm saying, people. I'm not throwing any shots. I'm not an asshole, y'all. Y'all know me. All right. What I'm saying is, Bunny, when you showed me, and you remember this night, this day, you showed me Mario, Luigi, and everybody. I was dumbfounded. But all I could keep thinking about was what Kraken just alluded to. If because my TV upscales those games, so I should have a Switch right now. Honestly, if I'm now that I'm thinking about it, hey, see, I don't like that. So don't laugh about it. Don't laugh
No,
because see right there,
I'm
when
not
no,
laughing at you for that, but the fact that okay, here
You
you want
laughing at me because you think I'm
no, no, no,
contradicting
no,
myself.
no. I'm not laughing at you because you're contradicting yourself. You know what I'm laughing about?
What's up?
You're the techie. You're the techie guy, and the fact that something that you just realized with being the techie guy. Think about it like that. It's not that, in fact, I'm laughing at you because of whatever. What I'm laughing about is that how ironic it is that it never dawned on you. Like when you saw it coming through my TV to you, I have it going through a 4K capture card. So everything you're seeing from me comes through a 4K capture card. Could you imagine what that would look like straight on your TV?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's why I'm laughing. I'm not laughing because of that. I'm laughing at the how ironic it is. You are the tech guy, but you totally forgot that your TV would upscale it to the 4K.
I I I I did. And see people, I just dropped the PS Now stream the other day and I was blown away. I'm not gonna lie to you. I got on the stream like, yo, I know this shit ain't about to work right now. Not like I wanted to. I'm about to put this thing on and say Stadia's the best.
Oh, wait a minute. And
Yo,
Phantom just said something. He said, not all games, bro. He said, there's games that don't look good, but Nintendo first party games look great on a 4K TV. So the Nintendo first party games look great 4K. So it's a half and half statement. Half of it's true, but the other half is some other games that's not first party games are going to probably look crap.
gotcha. All right. I've been schooled. I've been schooled.
So it's like a 50-50 thing there. And that also boils down to how much work these developers want to put into these games. You know, Nintendo's going to always make their first party games look beautiful and magnificent because they don't want to come back out and apologize for jankiness.
That's true.
But
They've always been about quality. Always.
and that's what I was going to say about Metroid. With this rumor going out that Nintendo went to developers and said, prepare your Switch games to be possibly 4K. You know what happened with Metroid, where the studio that was doing Metroid, Nintendo pulled it from them, gave it back to Retro Studios, and they had to basically scrap everything and start again from the ground up. Who's to say the next Metroid, if it drops next year, or maybe that's part of the reason for the delay, is Nintendo is possibly doing a 4K system.
Well, when they announced that, guess who's going to have one before you? That's all I'm saying. So, hey, I'm ready to get into this next direct now. You got me excited now. Let's go, Nintendo. Let's go.
Okay, so the next one is strictly a Monster Hunter Direct. So everything that was not announced in the mini direct is going to be in the Monster Hunter Direct. Is everybody ready?
I'm ready. And just to clarify, people, the reason I don't have that Switch right now is because I feel like I deserve better. That's all.
Hmm. And let me know how the sound is on this one, everyone.
Hello there, everyone. I'm Ryozo Tsujimoto, producer at Capcom. In this direct, we'll be showing off the latest games in the Monster Hunter series. To kick things off, please take a look at this announcement trailer.
I can hear him. I don't know if it's low for you all, though, because I am watching on YouTube, but let me shut up. Just say turn it up or it's good or something.
Oh, that's my bum. Let's go!
See, those are details right there, though. But these cutscenes, see, they be tricking me. Let me see something.
I just got an important letter. It looks like we've got a rampage on our hands.
Is that better, Storm? I just cut it up some.
Yeah. Perfect.
It's been 50 years since the last calamity. That monster is known as Magnum Hollow.
That looked like gameplay there.
Yo, it looks good. My mouth is open. I'm sitting here like, what? Whoa.
Oh, I want that weapon. I want that one also.
This is for my fellow hunters!
Shall we go?
This is
So, what did you think about
All right.
Monster Hunter Rise? The rise in the title refers to the idea of hunters running up
Wait a minute, I'm
close and
confused.
making
This is
use
not
of
first party,
verticality
right?
of the environment,
It's
as well as
Capcom,
our
it's third
desire to
party.
create a game that gets
Oh, all
lots
right.
of people
Damn,
around
so
the
that's
world
what I'm saying.
bursting with excitement.
Like I said, if a developer puts the time into
Monster
a game,
Hunter is a hunting action
the
game
Switch,
series where players get to
it would look
confront
beautiful.
huge monsters in majestic natural
but this is made
environments.
specifically for the
It's been
Switch.
16 years since the debut of the series. And this new entry
All
will
right,
take
I'm looking at the
advantage of
textures, the
portability
shadowing,
of the
all that.
Nintendo
See, that's what I
Switch
like.
to
I'm
provide
looking
a
at it.
Monster Hunter
That's
experience
impressive.
that anyone
Switch
can
fans should
enjoy
really love
whenever
that.
Oh,
and
Monster
wherever
Hunter is
they want.
huge in Japan. They will probably get a special
Now, before
collector's
we talk
edition
more about the
Switch
game
for it.
itself, I'd like
Like
to
they did
introduce Yasunori
Generations.
Ichinose, the game's director.
Hello everyone, I'm Yasunori Ichinose, the director. It's nice to be here today.
First, I'd like to talk about the new actions we've added to this game. This game will let you go to all kinds of places on the map, such as cliffs and elevated platforms.
These new actions are made possible thanks to a little creature called the wire bug. The player carries several of these small bugs around, and they allow you to climb to a variety of places that would normally be out of reach. Additionally, there's a great variety of
Are
actions
they
you
showing
can
me
perform by
720p or
combining the
is
wire
this
bugs with
docked or
attacks.
undocked? Because this looks
Using
good.
these
It looks
unique
good.
Most
attacks with your
likely
favorite
it's
weapon is what
docked.
the combat is going to be all about.
Thanks to the wire bugs, there's now a lot more variation to movement and attacks, leading to versatile, fast-paced combat. Next, I'd like to talk more about the environments. When you start a quest, you'll be whisked to an open map that forms one single seamless locale.
We have no cutscenes. I mean, not cutscenes, loading screens.
Wow.
Of
In
course,
Generations,
you've made
it
sure
has
to
loading
create the
screens.
locales to make full use of the wire bug's abilities.
Now I'd like to tell you a little bit about one of the new areas in this game, which we already showed a glimpse of in the trailer just now,
Look at the
called
yo.
the Shrine
All
Ruins.
right.
From the starting camp, you can
Oh,
run
next
down
year
the
is going to be
mountain
the
to
year
get
of
to the main
Monster
field.
Hunter for me, like this year was the year of Animal Crossing for me. Don't even front.
So
This
you've
area
completed a
is
Monster Hunter,
characterized by the
I've
scattered
played
ruins of
Monster
an
Hunter,
ancient
yes.
shrine, hence
but
the name.
you never finished one, right? Like me.
I can't explain in too much
I
detail,
don't.
Alright.
but there
That
are
is
lots of
whatever.
things
I
to
like going
discover
in and
across
bashing
each
stuff.
locale, so I hope you take the time to explore when going on your hunts.
Sorry about that. My arm hit the controller.
Next, I'd like to show you a new type of canine buddy known as a palamute.
Good as hell.
These canines can run around with hunters sitting on their backs. While you're riding one, your stamina doesn't decrease, so you can keep running at high
We
speed
have
for as long
animal
as you want.
pets to ride.
You'll also be
Wow.
able to perform
What's the
various
frame rate,
actions,
Bunny? What's the
like using
FPS
certain
right now?
items,
30,
recovering
60?
your health.
I don't know. I guess you
As an
think I know
attacker
that
type,
stuff. I
They
don't
will
know.
help you out in various ways.
I mean, it's good to read up on it. I'm sure they might. So they don't announce stuff like that on Switch.
They haven't announced it yet, but
Calico from past
on,
games
not for
also make their
this, but
return
they're
again.
already
They
said
will
that
help
during
you
the
out as a
Tokyo
support
Game
type.
Show, they're giving more information about it.
All right.
I'm gonna be all
Take
over
two buddies
it.
with you on a quest, and you are free to decide which combination of buddies you want. In multiplayer, each hunter can bring one buddy with them.
Next, I'd like to talk about the new monsters.
Yeah, so we know during Tokyo Game Show, they're going to be giving more information about these games.
First, this is the flagship.
All right, I'm going on the
monster for
website
this
right
game,
now. I got to see.
Magnamalo.
I know somebody has a list.
We
I'm
can't
sure.
show
I'm
it
about
in
to check
full
this
yet,
out. Hold
but
up.
it's a fearsome fanged wyvern with a strong air of menace about it. The next
And see,
monster
why do I
is
need to
Agnoson.
find out all that stuff? You'll do it for me.
Yeah,
Agnoson
absolutely
is
right.
a bird wyvern that attacks hunters with its characteristic crest.
All right, Nintendo Switch games are running 60 frames per second. Let's see how long the list is.
Well, this game just got
This
announced
monster
this
is
week.
the
Would it
bird
be on that
wyvern Great
list,
Izuchi.
even though it hasn't come
Its
out
main
yet?
characteristic is that it
Not
tends to move
sure.
around in
Not
groups
sure.
of
Hold
3,
on.
attacking all at once or in succession. The key to hunting them lies in how you defend against these attacks. And this is the amphibian Tetranodon. It swallows up gravel to expand its body.
Look,
and then
hey,
charges
I got a
it.
paragraph to read on this website on
As its body changes,
digitaltrends.com.
so
I
do
got to
its
read.
attacks.
After this is over,
So you'll
let me
need to
read
change your
this one
approach on the
paragraph.
fly
But this
while
makes
dealing
sense,
with it.
right? To you. I'm sure it does.
As you can see, Tetranodon and Arzuros are in a fight here.
They fight
We
each
are
other.
working on new gameplay elements that arise through fights between monsters. We'll share more about this at a later date.
Of course, there are other returning monsters, including Arzuros
Yo, this
and
is
plenty of
dopeness,
new
man.
monsters too. So please look forward to more monster info in the future.
Next,
course, the
I'd
little
like to
guy's
show
gonna
your
win.
base in this game.
Your base in this game is called Kamura Village. You'll find all the conveniences a hunter needs, like the smithy and other facilities, and all kinds of colorful characters.
Yeah, I'm looking at that right now, Phantom.
The story in
Hey,
this
it
game
does.
unfolds
I
through
played a
the
little bit of
characters
Monster
of this
Hunter World,
village.
though.
Yeah, they had said that they were bringing quality of life from Monster Hunter Worlds into this version of the Switch. They did say
I
that.
can't say anything yet about the Rampage, but we are aiming to provide a new experience with this, so please look forward to future announcements.
All right, is it
We hope
replaying?
you liked what we've shown so far.
Yeah.
First things off, I'd like to share the
Oh,
release date
I
and
saw
the
that.
details
I
on the
was
different
wondering because I saw the
versions.
bird before.
As they announced in the trailer,
Okay.
the game will release on March 26th, 2021.
Gotcha. All right.
And you'll be able to choose from the following versions: the Standard Edition and the Deluxe Edition with a bundle of recommended DLC. Supply will be limited, but all versions will include special layered armor for your Palamute and Palico, plus a Novice Talisman as pre-order bonuses.
2021.
March
Also,
26th.
We will be releasing these 3 amiibo for Monster Hunter Rise on the same day as the launch of the game. Using these amiibo lets you unlock special layered armor.
Amiibo!
On top of
That's how
that,
you make a game
can also
appealing
enter a
right there.
daily lottery in the game for a
Getting
variety of
amiibo. I'm getting
useful
everything.
items.
And they even
We'll
have a
provide more
collector's
details on
edition
these
coming
amiibo
out with
in
the
the future.
amiibo in the center,
We hope
the
you'll get
deluxe
them
edition of
along
the
with the
game, an enamel pin, and some
The
stickers.
game
I'm
will
getting that
also
version.
have some compatibility features with Monster Hunter Stories 2, which we also announced today. Please look forward to more information on that as well. For
Yeah.
more information about Monster Hunter Rise, please check out our official website, which will go up later today.
Pre-orders for the download version will start shortly after this Monster Hunter Direct. So please head on over to the Nintendo eShop and have a look. Please check with your local retailer for pre-order information.
That's all for Monster Hunter Rise for now. But Mr. Ichinose has a few final words for you.
Thank you for watching this introduction of Monster Hunter Rise. We are
Okay.
currently working hard on completing the development of this new Monster Hunter game. Your reaction to this announcement will
That's
give
a
us
good
strength
question,
and motivation.
Peach.
So please let us know what you
You
think.
may or may
Please
not
look
be
forward
able
to
to.
future updates.
I know they did that with the
We
few
hope you'll
Switch
enjoy
games when they
Monster
first came
Hunter
home
Rise.
over. Like Monster Hunter Generations, you could.
Alright, next up, it's my pleasure to introduce the newest RPG in the Monster Hunter series, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Please take a look.
All right. So we got another one.
Yes, it's getting ready to talk about Monster Hunter Stories 2. And Peach was having a question about whether she wonders if she'll be able to transfer her progress in the first Monster Hunter Stories game to the second Monster Hunter Stories game. That's actually a good question.
It is.
Because I know they did that with Generations on the 3DS. When we got Generations Ultimate on the Switch, you could transfer your progress from Generations into Generations Ultimate
I'm so glad.
and start from there with all your gear and stuff.
I thought I'd never see you again.
I just noticed in the title you spelled Yang. I mean, you put Ying meets Ying.
Oh, well,
I
you
get
know.
no love. I get no love from you or Moss. Like,
Well, wait a minute, okay? Do you
I mean,
realize,
it's so disrespectful. I don't want to mess the
Stormy,
trailer up, but that's so
Stormy.
disrespectful, though.
Stormy, do you realize last week I put episode 3 and it was supposed to be episode 4?
No, I made mistakes myself though with the SML.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it happens. It happens. It happens.
And like I said, it was doing something janky earlier. I had to reload a bunch of crap.
Disappearing from their natural
All right.
habitats.
Let me check this one out. See, I can immediately, I can tell what the whole allure is about when it comes to games like this. You can just immediately see it, why it attracts millions of people.
And they're saying that Stories 2 and Monster Hunter Rise, you'll have some compatibility between the two games.
In this game, you'll become a monster rider, traveling the world with your monster companions as you tackle quests and experience a rich story set in the Monster Hunter universe.
2021.
You'll be
Yes,
joined on your
summer.
journey by a
I
number
heard
of
some Switch
popular
gamers
monsters
complaining
from the main
about
series.
games and dates and stuff.
And the bonds you forge together will have far-reaching implications. As the
I
plot
done got, you know what? I got
Our emotional story
games
begins
every
with the
month
mass
coming out so
disappearance of
far to
Rathalos
April from
around
next
the
year.
world.
January, February, and
As
March.
a descendant of the legendary writer named Red, you have a fateful encounter with a Wyverian girl who has been entrusted with an egg. I can't say much more at this point in time, but just as the title of Story suggests, we're working hard to provide fans with a fantastic narrative worthy of the series. On top of that, we're including elements that connect this game with Monster Hunter Rise, so please look forward to that as well. With the game slated for release in summer 2021, we hope that
They're
Monster
making it
Hunter
so you
fans
want both
and all
games.
fans of RPGs in general will enjoy Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. We can't wait to reveal more about this game in the future, so stay tuned. Today, we introduced you to two new titles, Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2. We've created official websites and social media accounts
So
for each
yes.
title, so please go check them out. We are also planning to provide more updates
And make sure you
at
follow 'em on
TGS
Twitter, people,
2020
at
online
Monster
on
Hunter.
September 25th, and Capcom TGS Live 2020 on September 26th. So please stay tuned for more information.
So the 25th at Tokyo Game
Thank
Show
you
and the
for
26th,
watching
we're
this
going to get
Monster
more
Hunter
information.
Direct.
Need to tune in to that, people. I'm already plotting. I got Peach running interference for me on the 20th, on the 25th and 26th for me to send me information about it. So, what were you going to read from digital?
All right, it was digitaltrends dot
Yes.
com, right?
Mhm.
All right, here we go. Hold on, let me mute this real quick
Mhm.
because I was watching the show. Hold on. All right, so basically, it's this article that was written on by Gabe Gerwin on digitaltrends.com. And
Mhm.
this was July 8th, 2019, because remember, I'm looking at a list, looking for a list of games. Now, this is old, so I will have to find an updated one. But in this, the first paragraph says the Nintendo Switch isn't the most powerful console on the market. It can't match the level of visual complexity or fidelity of the PlayStation 4 Pro, nor can it deliver native 4K resolution with HDR like the Xbox One X. What the Switch can still do, however, is deliver a high frame rate during action scenes. Several Nintendo Switch games supports a 60 frames per second frame rate, meaning you'll get the same smooth experience you see on the more powerful machines. Now, before you get excited and all happy and stuff, I know you know this already because we've been looking at some of these games and what I've been seeing. That's why I automatically drift towards the frames that I'm seeing on these games. And I could tell when it's 30 or sub 30. I could tell when it's higher than 30 and up to 60. So I think that it would be cool, money, if you could do a little like on your favorite titles, like look it up every now and then, because what it might do for you is say, oh, it might let you know. But then again, if you don't care about that, you're not going to look it up. But if you do look it up, you'll see that these games, like, it automatically makes you look for certain things in the games, like
But
that
see, if I'm
like the frame rate and stuff, like when the camera's turning, because you do know bad frame rates, because I know you told me about that.
I can show you the title of the game. But the thing is if I'm starting to look at, see, here's the thing about me. If I'm looking at other stuff, this game right here had the worst frame rates my time at Portia. I think they fixed it, but it was so jarring. I have not tested it out to see if it worked or not yet. But see, that's the one thing about me. If I'm starting to pay attention to other stuff, then I'm losing the fact of I'm playing the game,
Got
and
you.
I lose the fun. It's like a piece of art. You can look at a piece of art and be like, wow, that's really beautiful. But then when you start thinking about what goes into making that art, like, oh, that's an oil based paint from the such and such period. It has this element, this element, this element. Those elements are now poisons. When you start breaking it down like that, you lose the fact that it's still a beautiful piece of art.
Well, I look at it like this, being the yang that I am, you know what I'm saying? I look at it like it's this beautiful, it's this pie, you know what I'm saying? The best pie, sweet potato pie, or whatever damn pie you like. And it's so good and it's so delicious, but you just can never tell. You can never get that recipe on how to make this pie, right? But when you do get that recipe and you know everything that went into it, you can enjoy that pie the same or even more so, because now you know the secrets to the pie. You get what I'm saying, Bunny?
I
So,
understand what you're saying, but that also boils down to subjectivity. Prime example. So you know I'm a crafter.
yeah.
I'm learning to knit. I can crochet. I've been crocheting for like 30 some years. I quilt, I sew clothing, I do things. I love learning new techniques for it. But the moment if I'm making something that has a new technique in it, the moment I master the technique, I never finish the project because I've already mastered the technique.
Got you. Okay.
I mean, that's the thing. Like you're saying, oh well, if I show you this, and this, but that's totally subjective because you get people who are like me who just want to enjoy what they see. They don't care how it's made. They just want it to play it. But then you
Yeah.
have people like you whose analytical mind, the way it is, you love what you see and you want to know how it is made.
Yeah, I do get that. But all I'm saying is, though, like some people get headaches and stuff. We talked about this on the last
Mhm.
episode, like how you get eye
Mhm.
strain and headaches and you don't know what's going on. And some of this can be attributed to poor frame rate, and the other could be backlight and brightness and contrast on your display, or the fact that you're gaming in dark rooms or whatever. So I think that it won't hurt to kind of like I love to research. I love to do that because then funny when I get in a conversation with it's like me being it's like a peasant trying to go and have a conversation with the kings, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. You know, I know that's kind of like a crazy analogy, but or it's like you are a maintenance man going to trying to have a conversation full of VPs and CFOs and all that, right, of a company. So if you do your research,
Yes, carry on, everyone.
you can have that conversation. You get what I'm saying with some of the people. Like I don't know because this is my brain working right now on the fly, y'all. Like this is how I think. This is what makes Ying meets Yang right here. This is a good glimpse of it. Bunny does not care to look at that because it doesn't tickle her fancy at all. But for me, it's like, man, I want to talk to Phantom Kraken right now and Fugly and Peach because, damn, man, they talking about the technology of the whole thing now. So I don't want to be the person at the party on the couch sitting down while everybody's out there getting it in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but see, that's how that's the reason, that's the one thing that makes gaming so subjective. Because if we didn't have people like you and had nothing but me, it'd be quite boring in gaming for even talking about gaming. Think about it like that. If everybody's on the same page, and that's the one thing that I'm afraid of, if everything goes to the same console, we're gonna lose. Do you realize that if everything's everywhere, do you realize that you and I will not be having conversations the way we have them now?
Yeah, because everybody be on even playing ground.
Exactly. Can you imagine how boring that is?
You must have seen by now.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I think it'll be more based now on the type of games or the type of controllers and devices.
But see,
that
the
we
thing
have
is,
access to,
but
the type of
but
displays
then,
we're playing on.
but then that's going to go back to, like, prime example. Do you realize they said Cyberpunk 2077? Did you see the rumor about Cyberpunk 2077?
Nah, but I want to know about it.
They said that Cyberpunk 2077, the game story is not going to be as long as The Witcher 3.
Yeah, I did see that, and I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with that.
But my point is, and the reason is that they said that is because they said a lot of people didn't finish the story of The Witcher 3.
That's why I don't have a problem with it.
But my thing is this is how I look at it. Okay.
Hmm.
Granted, I might not have finished the story of it, but I don't want an experience to be cut short. What if I was one of the people who completed the story? You're telling me you're giving me a lower version because other people didn't complete the story, but I did?
Well, I don't think necessarily that they're going to give you a lower version. A lot of people get turned off, especially with backlogs these days. See, we've never been in a time where when we have backlogs out the ass, like all of us, especially with two platforms, not even just one, just two, just
I
not
mean,
three or four or
I
five.
but see
You know what I'm saying?
but that boils down to, let's be honest. Let's have a conversation about this. All right. The reason we have such backlogs now and so many games are coming out, think about it like this. You have people who streaming now. They make money off of YouTube. They get that new game, they're beating that game, beating that game, beating that game. I don't think people had time back in the day to play games the way we do now.
I did. I was getting it in. I'm not gonna lie to you. Castlevania, we pulled a 24-hour night, like beat the game in 24 hours straight. Didn't even sleep, me and my cousins.
Yeah, you and your cousins did that, but think about it like this. You weren't doing that with every single game coming out, were you?
Nope, not at all. Mario's, the
And I
Castlevania.
mean, and the thing is you weren't doing that every night of the week. Look at how many people beat an 80-hour game in 4 days.
Yeah, like Last of Us 2 was a good example. I didn't know the game was over 20 plus hours. I jumped into it like I'm gonna beat the game in 3 days. We had a competition, me and Eddie Player One, and it took me 4 days, damn near five, because that game it was just crazy. It was long. I didn't know that.
But and that's the thing. Like for me, I see a whole lot of people. A game comes out on Friday, they have nothing to play by Monday
I
because
don't understand.
they've
Like,
already beaten the game.
yeah, but now with the era of free to play games and all that stuff, like I know some people might not have internet to download them and stuff, Bunny. I had to think about it. It's hard now because the developers and publishers and these companies are making it more appealing to jump in and be able to play more games. So I don't know.
And we have more
It's
and
hard
more.
to relate to it. Hard to
Defend your
relate.
turf in a ruthless criminal
And we
underworld.
have more and more game developers now than we did back in the day.
Yeah.
If Nintendo's dropping 20 games on the eShop every month from different developers, granted, not all of them are quality, but the market is getting saturated
Capone and Angelo don't
with
really know what
games.
started their feud, but I do.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just thinking right now.
Look at all the free-to-play games.
These people are merely players.
The
in my
market is
symphony.
getting
The
saturated.
world is my stage. and
For me alone, I have a crazy backlog because I don't have time to play like most people. I got other things to do. I gotta clean the house, gotta cook, gotta take care of the animals, gotta do laundry. I gotta sleep. God knows how. Like, remember Friday, prime example. I messaged. We were supposed to meet at 7 o'clock. I messaged you at six. I messaged 6:45 saying I'm just getting off work. I'm gonna be a couple minutes late, and I go in at 8 o'clock.
And I was streaming at the time, so I missed the dance.
No,
Yeah,
but my point
I know. I get
is,
what you're saying. You're doing a lot. I get it. People, yes, they have schedules like
so these
this.
markets. So who are these developers listening to? Are they listening to the people who get a game on Friday and have it beat by Monday? Hey, we need more to play.
Yep.
Or are they looking at the fact that some people haven't finished the game yet because they have lives outside?
Well, here's something that Fugly says. I finished Witcher 3 twice on Death March, right? Which is the toughest difficulty, right?
He loves that
Second,
game.
says second to take advantage of NG Plus, right? Or New Game Plus. All right. And then says basically I guess that's the new content or something, Erendite or whatever.
Yeah, that was
I have not I
okay.
haven't played the new DLCs. I should because I love the game. If I had a daughter, I would name her Cirilla. That's how much I love The Witcher 3. Guess Siri to me made the game, and I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. If you have not played Witcher 3 and you were thinking about it, play the game, but don't give up on it. It's going to start out slow, kind of. It's always entertaining and interesting, but man, that is a game top 3 of all time for me, Bunny.
Yeah,
So,
Witcher 3.
I say this, Bunny, because now if you shorten the story, that's cool because I really didn't. I was ready to get to the end of the game halfway in the game. I wanted to know. Well, I want to find Siri right now. What's the deal? Blah 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to do all this. So it might not hurt that they're trying to make it a little bit shorter. And then that one thing I learned, Bunny, real quick about Baldur's Gate 3 and Larian Studios is they go out here and they take data. They do this research. They have tools and analytics and all this stuff, and they collect this data or data, however you want to say it. And then they could determine how many people beat the game and where the hardest parts of the game is, so they can make it easier or more difficult, vice versa. That's freaking crazy. I love it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Oh, and you want to hear something funny, Storm?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Fugly finished The Witcher 3 on the Switch in Death March mode.
Oh wow. Wow.
So
Finish it on the Xbox One
Fug,
X.
so Fugly, Fugly, you did finish it on Death March on the Switch, if I remember correctly, right? And
I know
he's
they're
yeah,
trying to figure something out with.
yeah. But that's the thing. So yeah, I just wanted. Yeah, he did it on his sister's Nintendo Switch, and he has a PC. He's mainly a PC player, but he preferred to play it on the Switch.
Wow. Also did Zelda Breath of the Wild on her Switch. I
Uh-huh.
I'm holding off on the. I'm so damn Bunny. Is something wrong with me? I'm asking
No.
because certain games these days I hold off on Bunny because I think that I'm going to get the better version of it. You know how happy I am that Crisis Remaster is dropping, but I hear that it has issues. But you know how happy I was because I used to sit up there and talk about a game and wish this game would get remastered, and all of a sudden they make that announcement. Do you know what it does for a gamer like myself?
Oh, and Fugly also did Breath of the Wild, all the side quests, everything, 900 seeds, all the quests. That's a what do you mean no life gamer? You're probably a no life gamer because the only thing you do is work in game. He has
Or
a
whatever.
very job like that. Um, but oh, I was gonna play just something in the background for
Oh, you
us.
can. Yeah, you can. I mean,
Let's see here. Um,
yeah, I mean, because I'm sitting up here just thinking right now as you're doing.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think anything's wrong with you. It's just your preferences. And right now, what's happening is because you've moved from consoles, okay, and you're like mainly primarily Stadia now, and you've basically remember what I said on your show yesterday. All gamers need to step back, take a deep breath, and look at everything, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, and you don't even realize you're doing it. You've taken a step back because you're on Stadia. Stadia, you don't have to worry about getting a console, this, that, and the other.
Sure
Okay.
don't. That threw me for a loop. Go ahead, though. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Then you're looking at some of the games that's coming to Stadia that you can only play on the Switch. You got Octopath Traveler. You got
Monster Boy and stuff like that.
Monster Boy, but Monster Boy I think is also on the PS4, but you probably wouldn't have never known about it because it's a type of game that most PlayStation fans probably don't even bother with playing. Okay, and now you're meeting people like you have this whole thing about power, narrative. Every video game person you've ever met always dealt with power, this, that, and the other. Gotta have the creamiest and everything like that. But then you hit a brick wall when you meet people like me and like Charles. Charles only has a Switch and Stadia. You have a bunch of your Stadia peeps loving the Switch. And then you meet somebody like me who only has a Switch. And you're sitting here like, wait a minute, so power doesn't matter to everybody? The creamiest graphics don't matter to everybody? You've been hit with a quandary, as my grandmother would put it. That's the reason your brain is such flip-flopping now because you're used to people agreeing with you. Oh, I want the power, I want the 4K, I want this, I want that. But then you meet a whole subset of gamers who are sitting here like, yo, I want to play what looks fun. Yo, that game looks fun.
I do have a hard time associating with that. I'm not gonna lie to you because I'm like, why would I want to spend my time right now playing this 2D looking? You know what I mean? And shout out to 2D. Hey, yo, I grew up on it. I just am. Gaming should evolve. Is how I think, and I'm just going to be straight up. I feel like gaming should evolve. That's why people are excited about this Series X, this PS5, Bunny, these RTX cards, the AMD card, and because they know that they're about to see something that's never been done before in gaming. Period.
And the
Like,
thing is look at what Phantom Kraken said. The problem is when you like something, people trash on you. That's what I don't like. And the thing is, you got to look at your circle of friends, Storm. Your circle of friends probably all thought like you. And now you're meeting a whole new subset of circle of friends in the Stadia community who only rock with Stadia and probably Switch.
yeah,
And that's
they do
it.
it all. They do it all now. I will say
I
that a
mean,
lot of
and
them
that's
do
the
it all.
thing. You're used to having your little subset that all agree together. Now you meet a person like me and you're like, "Why don't you care about this, that, and the other?" And then it goes back to how we were talking with Rome about gamer diversity. Now the veil is being lifted from your eyes and you're seeing the diversity of all these different gamers and basically you're bursting out of your own little bubble.
But that's what creates the "I'm better than you" type of stuff that you were just talking about
Mm-hmm.
earlier. Because it's kind of like, man, y'all can have that. And how many people have you heard talk down about the Switch as far as
Mm-hmm.
inferiority and stuff? Like I know you have.
Tons of people.
So that's what I'm saying. So is it okay then? Because this is always a good conversation. I'm telling you right
Is
now,
it
man.
okay for what? Is it
Is it
okay to be
okay for them
different?
to say, yeah, but it's not okay to put people down and bash people's platforms and all that, like they're saying in the chat right now. That's not okay,
Uh-huh.
right?
Right.
But it's okay to praise the graphics and the technology and all that stuff, right?
I mean, the thing is, it's a catch 22 because the moment you start praising all this stuff, the people who don't have it start thinking something's wrong with them because they don't have it. Just like you're up here saying you're disappointed in this Nintendo because they haven't given you what you want, which is these 4K graphics. Nintendo didn't disappoint you. You've moved on from what Nintendo is. Nintendo has only always cared about delivering a great game.
Which is true. Now, how can I argue with that? And right there, if somebody was talking trash on Twitter or whatever to you, they would shut the hell up or look stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the bottom line. But I, okay, so the gamers' ultimate majority of the gamers I know, their ultimate vision is for games to become close to reality. With that, money requires a lot of hardware, a lot of power, a lot of technology, a lot of software,
And
a lot of
then
features, techniques, and tricks. Money. They want it, money. They
but
deserve
then
it.
but see
Movies are giving you this technology, and movies are looking good, and they're based on
but
real actors and real people, and so people are
but
blown away
see
by the movie.
but see here's okay. That's the subset you know of.
You know
I
of it
don't.
too, though.
I what I'm saying is you're saying all these gamers want this, that, and the other. Do you like people like me? I don't care about that because I play games to escape reality. I don't play games to be part of that reality. I play games to escape reality. So if I'm trying to escape reality, why do I want something so realistic that it seems like I'm there?
I get what you're saying. And see, get right there when we having this conversation, I listen to you and I'm like, wow.
I mean, like Peach, are you still here in the chat? Because, and I'm wishing upon stars, guys. I got shooting stars on my island. Peach is like one of the people who, yeah, the graphics look nice, but she plays mostly JRPGs. And she loves RPGs. She plays games to escape reality. Why do I want to play a game that's so realistic that you fire a bullet and you can watch somebody's head explode. If I want to do that, then I'll just go down to Southeast DC. You see it for free on every street corner.
No, I've definitely been up in there, lived down there.
So
yeah,
I mean,
down that area for years.
I did too. So you understand what I mean. I want to escape reality. I want to sit into a game and I just want to play the game for that game. I want to lose myself in that game. And then when I come out, I got to return to the real world.
I got you on that, but I can escape into my world as well. And it comes down to preference. I know at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. Yeah, Phantom Kraken says, bro, put it this way. If gamers are all about the frames and graphics and power, then 2D indie games and cartoony feel good games won't even exist.
Exactly.
And I definitely appreciated those because, like I said, they made us gamers. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like they were some of us. I'm talking about if you were old enough to know what that.
Well, the 2D.
Or
the
if
2D
you were lucky enough to have a pops or an uncle or aunt or grandmom or somebody, grandfather, somebody like that put you down with 2D gaming from back in our days.
But 2D gaming is coming back. Look at what they did with Octopath.
Yeah.
The Kickstarter I helped kickstart the Uridan Chronicles. They saw how popular Octopath was, and they're doing the Yurden Chronicles on the same art style.
I feel you. All I'm saying is I just spent 1,700 US on a Samsung Q80T.
And
you
that
know
was
why,
your
buddy?
choice.
You know
And
why,
that
buddy?
was your choice.
Because I got it bad. You know what I'm saying?
You
I
do.
just because I know what I'm gonna do, y'all. I know what's gonna happen as soon as I see Phantom Kraken and Fugly and everybody playing this Xbox and this PS5. I'm gonna have to renege and go back on some of my words because if that technology, Bunny, once I see it, see right now I got my mind set on Stadia and I'm hoping that Stadia, I hope that they upgrade everything and I hope that they give us 120 FPS gaming and stuff with some upgrades and all that. I'm hoping now. If it doesn't happen, I'm still gonna be on Stadia because they run a lot of games at 60 over there and it looks buttery smooth. It looks damn near like 120 to me sometimes. Now, I can't take it if I see them over there having fun and they're playing Gears and Gears is looking better than I ever seen it. Forza's looking like running at 120 frames per second because I haven't done too much 120. I've experienced it, but I haven't had to display until now. Like Shadow PC runs games up to 144 hertz or frames per second. I've experienced that, but I had a 60 frame per second display. Now I have 120 frames per second display, so I can finally see what the Xbox One X is out here doing for these games, certain games, because I know it's not all. So I'm loving it. I'm sorry. I'm loving it. I'm ready to get this. Hey, man. Bunny, I don't know. This is why I love talking to you. This is why I have to be on this show. Like, I need it. This is the therapy I need. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it can help somebody else that has these issues like I do. And I know they're not real problems, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I know that unless they are psychologically. You know what I'm saying? Unless they are. Unless it is a problem for us to be out here. You hear about video game addiction and all that. I don't think that we have an addiction. I would like to say because I'll do whatever. I don't. I take care of my responsibilities but I love the game. I could sit here and game for 10 hours a day if I could.
Man, when I was out of work with Animal Crossing, I was in Animal Crossing from the moment I woke up to about the time I went to sleep. Okay.
Dang. And I've been that way about games. Madden, shit. I've been the top 100 every year. What do you think I have to do? Grind.
I mean, yeah, and you think, like, look at my little 5-star island here. It's looking like crap right now because I haven't really been in the game. But
it don't look like crap to me. It looks dope to me, though. Shooting stars right there, the water, everything cool.
Oh, yeah.
Trees, shadows on the trees. It looks cool.
Yeah, and I got money bags. Ignore the money bags.
Hey, let me ask you something. Did you plant those flowers, those red? I see the stream might be a little bit delayed right now, but it's
You
like
talking about these red and yellow bushes?
Yeah, with the
yes.
skeleton there.
Those
Okay,
are hibiscus bushes. These are my hibiscus. Hibiscus is in season during the summer, so all these are in bloom. These are my holly bushes. They'll be in bloom in the winter. Back here, these are my hybrids. I have purple mums, orange roses, orange tulips, pink roses. Back here,
Post. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, back here is for my tea leaves, my tea olive trees. That's what those are. They're going to be in bloom next season. So yeah, I planted pretty much everything here. I planted.
That's dope. And see right there, and it's so organized and meticulous and everything. You know what I'm saying?
And what's so crazy is everybody's island looks totally different. Like me and my mom's islands are totally different. I'm talking about from the layout to where stuff is on her island versus where stuff is on my island. The only thing we can't move on anybody's island, the only thing you can't move is this building right here. So wherever you start the game at and you start your island, because you get to pick like from 4 different islands, this building here is the only building you can't move, but everything else in the game is movable.
Okay.
And that's my Statue of Liberty.
Wow. All right. Now that's dope. So you're telling me, all right, so they give you the same layout, the same canvas, right? To start building on and growing from on.
Everybody's island is set up differently. Like if you look here,
I'm
here's
talking about the topography of the whole thing, like the way the dirt and so you telling me that my island I might have bumps and dips and stuff like that that your
yeah,
island don't have?
yep. Like
What?
you see right here. You see how I have this little center island right here.
Yeah, yeah.
My island has it, but my mom's don't. The topography was this when I started the island.
Wow.
I can create it if I want to, but this part, like this whole thing here, was was a starting island that I picked.
Wow. Satellite, you put that satellite there?
Yes, I bought the satellite and put it there.
And again, here I am saying I can understand why people love these games. I really can. I can see it. If you sit there and hate on this and don't understand why millions of people like it, then I don't know. Then you haven't been a gamer for a while.
And these are from my mom, because remember I told you my mom plays. She will send me pearls because she doesn't want the mermaid set, so she just mails them all to me, and I use them to craft the mermaid furniture. I'll
See
show.
what time it is. Please, can you go fishing for me, please, when you get a chance, please?
Oh yeah, let's go look for. Let me pull up my little fishing pole. There we
All right.
go.
I want to see. I want to see. I want to.
Do you want me to do fishing in the river or fishing in the ocean?
River, because I've seen it in the ocean.
Because right now it might be some sharks out.
Okay. I want to see this. This is what I'm talking about. Now I know that I saw a hammerhead before or something like that because my buddy 6'4", he plays the head. Him and his wife and his son was on it real heavy at one point, and I saw him fishing or whatever. And
Oh, wait a minute. I got one even better for you. Let me show you my museum.
All right.
Okay. Because see, everything you catch, you can donate one time to the museum. I have right now every fish in the game. And every bug in the game.
Every fish and bug in the game. You know, you
That-
said every.
Yeah, everything that's been released for every month since the game launched. I have every bug. And see, if you go here, this is my Critipedia. These are all the bugs that I've caught. I'm only missing 2 bugs because they have not come out yet.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, let me see. Phantom Kraken. Fugly says 4K TVs also gotten cheaper, more accessible. Phantom Kraken says sometimes we have to accept the game is not for you and move on. He also said again, look at the Sea of Thieves and Grounded. Yes, games that people trashed on, but look at the attach rate. True. Charles said today I saw an RGT85 post about Stadia. This one person basically said cloud gaming sucks. I try to convince this person to try Stadia, and they wouldn't have or whatever. I guess. I looked on her profile. She's a Swiss fangirl. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people are like that. You know what I mean? We can't make them try, even though I want them to try. You know that's so hard, Bunny. I know I know you're in the museum, but it's so hard when you try to tell people how great Stadia is, because the reason we do that is not to force it on them, but it's because it's such a good gaming experience. Like if you want a game on the go, or if you want a game with convenience and no downloads and stuff, that's why we do that. So a lot of times when you hear me and Moss and Charles and other people that played Stadia, it's because people just don't know how good it is until they try it. But go ahead though.
It's not even that. You have to think about it like this. And this is one reason why I wanted to start streaming and doing things like this. People are listening to all these big time YouTubers. And the big time YouTubers, they're sheep. They're saying Stadia is crap. So the people watch it and they're like, oh, well, if such and such doesn't like Stadia, it must be true. Instead of trying things ourselves, people are letting other people influence what they do.
So how come you haven't tried it yourself? Just asking, just wondering. Because I know people say internet, I don't have the internet speed and all that, but I see you having a beautiful stream right now, and I'm
Yep.
not pocket checking and internet checking none of that, Bunny. But
No, no,
Bunny, I
no,
think
no.
that you would love to try Stadia on the go as but you
But
imagine
see, the
Switch
thing,
and Stadia, Switch and Stadia.
but the thing is honestly, I've looked at the games on Stadia. Nothing's interesting me. How many shooters do you know that I play?
I got you on that.
And
I got
versus how many shooters are on Stadia? The two games that's on Stadia that I would love, Monster Boy, I played the demo of it on the Switch. Octopath Traveler, I already own on the Switch.
That's a good point. That's a great point.
I
I'm not
mean,
trying to tell people to buy the games over again, even though I would if I feel, especially like PUBG, that performs way better. But yeah,
yes, that was me. But that's what I'm saying. Um, those are the reasons I haven't tried it yet. You get a game on there that I can't get on Switch, I might go over there and give it a try to see what it's like. But looking at the games that they offer now, it goes back to me saying I'm not interested in the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox One because nothing's shown that I really want to play. If I'm going to have that energy with those two, I got to keep the same energy with Stadia.
I hear it. Makers of Chaos just joined. Said, yeah,
Yes.
Stadia needs better exclusives, and that's a fact. But they're coming. They're cooking them up just like everybody else. Play Xbox, PlayStation. They're cooking up their exclusives. So is Stadia. So yeah.
Fugly,
Chrissy,
actually,
oh,
Fugly, that is a question that you need to ask Storm. He will be able to answer Stadia questions better than I do. He's like the Stadia guru. And isn't
yes,
my
I
museum
am.
pretty? Isn't my museum
I love
pretty?
it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at that water. I'm
All
looking at the
all
reflections.
right,
You know,
and then
I'm looking at the
look
graphics
down
of it and
here.
all that. On the right hand side of that water, on the right with the lily pads and the fish, man, that's dope.
Okay,
But go
wait a
ahead.
minute, wait a minute. Look up here.
All right, hold on. Let me see if you are. Remember, I might be a little delayed because I'm
Yeah, it
actually
is a
watching.
slight
All right,
delay.
okay. All right, so let me see. Makers of Chaos. So Fugly had the question. I will answer that in a minute,
Yes.
though.
Look at that.
Yo, that's dope.
And these are all in this room is all freshwater fish. So all these fish you get out the river and the lakes.
Okay.
In
So can you click on it and get? So you can. I haven't seen it yet. If you could, but if you click on it, will it list the fish?
uh-huh, that's in that tank. Like if you go over here,
Yeah.
like if I click here, it shows the seaweed, it shows the acorn barnacle, the sea star, the turban snail shell, the abalone, and then if I go right here, it shows the seahorse, the pufferfish, the hammerhead shark.
Yep. Okay. So how many real time days did it take you to collect? I'm talking about days. Like how many different gaming days? How many weeks did it take you to do this? How many months?
Well, you got to think about it's basically the game came out in March, okay? In March there were certain fish that were available. Every month we gain fish and lose fish.
Oh wow.
So, what fish you were able to catch in March, you might not have been able to catch in April. And you have to wait till the cycle comes back for that fish to come back in. Like, first day of September, we were able to catch the salmon and the king salmon. You have from September 1st until September 30th to
No,
catch
look
that
at the.
fish.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just saw the light. Hold on. So the shark, the hammerhead swam by, and there must be a light above him. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You see how
Yeah,
quick I get caught in the graphics?
yeah, it is a light
Crazy.
above him.
All right. I don't know. Now I don't know if the screen is. I mean, if the stream's skipping a little bit, or is it just me or not? But
No,
it's
there's a
not.
light. It's a light above him. Cause look at the
All right.
shadow of me on the floor.
Yeah.
And
Look
see
at
if
that.
you go, and then you can go up here and look between here
See.
and see. And the thing, okay, so every day, I mean, every month, so on September, like prime example, the salmon and the king salmon, you can only catch them between September 1st and September 30th. At the end of September 30th, when it becomes October 1st, you cannot catch the king salmon anymore.
Okay. Got
Um,
it.
Certain fish you can only catch during certain time periods of the day. Like I'll show you one fish that you can catch all day long, but the only condition is it has to be raining for you to catch it.
Got it. Now hold that thought real quick. Let me answer Fugly's question.
Yep,
Says
Fugly.
Stadia service. Yeah, Stadia service, or you have to pay for every game. Like, well, you have to pay for every game to play it. All right, basically, yes. It is a cloud gaming service. You don't. All right, so you have you have Stadia Pro if you would like to sign up for that, and it's $9.99 US per month. To get like free games right now, I've collected over almost 40 free games since Stadia launched in November. They just kicked out like 6 free games just for the month of September alone. You know what I mean? So they're always giving us free games included with that 9.99. And you also get the convenience to take Stadia anywhere in your house or whatever. And now you can play it outside of your house. You can use your phone, depending on your LTE or whatever you're using. You know what I'm saying? Like it depends on your signal and stuff. But while you're in the home, you have the option to connect it right to your TV using the Chromecast Ultra device. I mean, it's crazy. You can play up to 4K. You can switch from your PC to your phone seamlessly, from your phone to your Chromebook or whatever seamlessly. It's pretty dope. So, but yeah, pretty much to answer your question, they do give out free games like an Xbox games with Gold or PlayStation Plus, stuff like that every month.
And this is Animal Crossing New Horizons. So back to what we were saying. So in certain fish you can only catch during certain times of the day. Like you may only be able to catch a fish between 4 a.m. and 3 p.m.
Yeah.
Once you get out of that time, you can't catch it anymore until the next day.
Okay.
So yes. So yeah, this is every fish in here that you're seeing I have caught.
Even this looks good as hell though. Like so it's so sharp. Man, this is on the stream now, and I'm saying this. And this stream is running at what, 1080p, 720p, 720p stream? What? Yo, that's crazy.
And see, in here is my big predators in here. This is all saltwater fish. In here
Yeah.
I have you have the mahi mahi,
Yep.
the anchovy,
Okay.
the blue marlin.
And that's what they're talking about as far as this game being so soothing. Like if you had a hard day's work, you want to play something relaxing and come in here and manage your stuff and all that. I see what people are talking about.
Actually, when I was streaming this game in the beginning, people who I knew who were on streams, like one guy I know, Cody, he would be playing like a big shooter game, Modern Warfare, something like that, or Call of Duty. And then he would, when his stream ended, he would pop into my stream like, man, this is just so relaxing after my stream.
That's what I keep hearing people say. It just makes you see, I'm yawning right now. It makes me want to go to bed and shit. So I can imagine playing this.
Man, so
if I wanna unwind.
so you remember we were talking about my vision, right?
Yeah.
I inherited my vision from my mom. So you know how you were talking about graphics and things with the Switch?
Yep.
My mom can play her Switch in handheld mode and have no issue seeing it.
Oh, okay.
That's how crisp it is. And then in this room here, not the barrel
Can she
eye.
play first person games? First person shooters.
She's never tried it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she's actually never tried it.
Oh, okay.
So this fish right here, I'm looking at the stream so you'll be able to see it here. Let's see here. The coelacanth that you're seeing,
Mm-hmm.
that fish you can catch all day long, every day of the year. But the only thing is it has to be raining in order to catch it. If it's not raining, you won't catch it.
Dang.
The football fish that you saw, you can only catch that from like March to June or something like that. So there's no answer to say how long it's taking me to catch everything in here, because I'm catching stuff every month. First of the month is like Bone Thugs and Harmony. First of the month, I'm playing nothing but Animal Crossing because in that first week, I'm trying to catch all the bugs or the fish that I need to catch.
Wow.
If you look right here, this is the Critopedia. So if I go over here to my fish, these are every fish that I have caught in the game. There's 80 fish.
Okay.
I'm only missing 2 before I have a complete set here.
Are those the newer ones that just dropped?
The new things that just dropped was actually where you could deep sea dive. These are 2 things that were in the beginning of the game. So whatever month they come out at is the month I'll be able to catch those 2. Same thing here with the bugs. These are every bug that I was able to catch in the game. And
So what do you have, a net that go around catching the bugs?
yes, yes.
Wow.
You get a net, and you have to do certain things, like you might have to creep up on them, like the tarantula and the scorpion.
Yeah.
Those 2, if they see you with a net, they will attack you. So you have to be like creeping on the come up to get them. Like my prime example, my mom, she saw something moving. Didn't know what it was. She just saw something moving. She whips out her net, and the moment she whips out her net and starts moving towards it, it was a scorpion. And it ran up to her. She said, "This thing just knocked me out." I woke up at my house. I said, "Mom, that was a scorpion. I'm going to have to come over and show you how to catch it."
Yeah.
And then in the summer update, and they're always updating this game. We get updates every season. Right now, we just had the update for fall because we're heading into fall. So that means the trees are going to change colors like they do in the fall season to those beautiful oranges. We're going to be able to start catching, not catching, but gathering mushrooms and acorns and things for recipes to make nothing
Oh,
but
that's
fall
okay.
related
That's dope.
items.
All right. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's pretty spectacular right there.
Now
Can't lie.
this right here is the sea creatures. All these creatures here came with the summer update where we got our diving suits where we could go out into the ocean and deep sea dive. So only way you can catch all this is deep sea diving.
Yo, it doesn't look like it has any depth to it, but it does. It looks like you're on that one little island and you're just running around with these little
And
characters.
you can decorate your island any way you want to. Everybody has different characters on their island. There's like 300 different villagers in the game. Everybody's island, you have different villagers.
Damn.
I have the amiibo cards, and rumor is they might reprint some of the amiibo cards, which I need to collect if they do. But I have the amiibo cards, and I can invite different villagers to my island. I can boot villagers out and move in somebody I want. So yeah, it's a lot of, and every villager has a birthday. Like today, prime example, today is Octavian's birthday.
Wow.
My little ghetto thug octopus, it's his birthday today.
That's yo. All right. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Hey, Fatal Sherrod, how are you?
Fatal, what's going down? Yeah, so and we're getting to the part where we're gonna be wrapping up in like another 5 or so or whatever. But this right here, Bunny, I'm telling you right now, this was a good one. It was therapeutic for me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I like how you wrap things up with the Ying versus Yang thing and all that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you're gonna do that tonight, but I got a whole lot out of this, and everybody that joined, yo, just hey, thank y'all for rocking out. You know what I'm saying? We try to do this. Bunny had the idea of just having a chill stream because of all that hoopla stuff that we always get involved with. Sometimes you hear us out there doing all that. It's good to sometimes retreat and get away from that. You know. Now sometimes we might get a little lit, like you know how it is, Bunny, right? We might get lit up in here sometimes, depending on what the topic is and what kind of nerve it strikes. But
Look
at
at
the
my
end of the day,
fossils.
yeah, at the end of the day, this right here, this is a showcase, especially for me, because I don't have a Switch, and because I'm not interested in the Switch. I don't go and look for Switch content or whatever because I'm just like it's not for me. But seeing this right here on the fly, y'all, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
And like I said, we were talking with Kenny last week, and he was like, "Now you
Yeah.
see why Kenny is so in love with this game." Same thing with my mom. My mom plays it every day faithfully. She will log in, even if she's logging in for 5 minutes to see what person's on her island, like because she's looking for red so that we can fill up our art museum.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have an art museum. Like this is the fossil museum. I have every fossil in the game. Um, but there's also an art museum that we're trying to complete. By the end of the year, I should have the bug and the fish wing complete. Then the only wing I have left to complete is the museum wing.
Okay.
We log in every week, every day, even if it's 5 minutes, just to see if we can get red. The guy who sells the hot art, yes, he's a thief and he sells hot art. He pulls his little smoking barge up to the hidden island in the back of the island, the hidden beach, and sells us hot artwork that may or may not be real.
Oh, yo. All right. Okay.
All
All right.
right, so thank everyone. We had Fatal Sherrod that came in late. We had Fugly. We had Peach Mecca. We had Phantom Crack and Charles. Thank you. Alakazam came into the show earlier. Thank all of you for showing up for episode 5 of Ying Meets Yang Gaming. This week we're a pretty chill show. We meant to have a few guests, but things didn't go our way, so we just decided to talk about the mini directs, show everybody what I'm super hype about for next year. I don't know about anybody else, but Monster Hunter next year, 2021 so far is looking like to be the year of the Monster Hunter for me, just as 2020 was the year of Animal Crossing for me. So this is a Ying Meets Yang Gaming. Storm, what you got going on coming up for this week?
Well, I'll tell you, I'll be checking out We Bleed Green tomorrow. I will be checking that out. I got to hear what the buzz is, and I'll be on Scram Punks Wednesday. And from there, Thursday, I'll be over with Moss on the SSC podcast. From there, I'll be heading on Saturday at noon Eastern time. We'll be doing the SML podcast. So make sure you all check us out, and definitely, Bunny, you want to plug that PNTS network, don't you?
Oh, I got that. For this week here, for me, you can find me over on Scram Punks, over on Dirk Griggity's channel at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, you can catch us next Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, here on my channel, Snow Bunny Gaming. If you're interested in any of our content, that is Project Storm, MM2K, Dirk Griggity, myself, or anybody else, check out the PNTSnetwork.com. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Have a wonderful and safe evening. I will catch all of you on Wednesday.
Have a good one, and thanks, y'all. Have a good one.